The city of Neo-Galaxis had never known a night so dark. Lightning tore across the skyline as the first serpentine shadows of the Overlord slithered through the ruined streets. Nebula Man, clad in his indigo-purple galaxy-patterned armor, his spiral emblem glowing like a supernova, hovered above the crumbling towers, scanning for the threat. In the depths of the city's core, hidden beneath abandoned research labs, a forbidden experiment stirred to life. The Serpent Son, a hybrid of human ingenuity and cosmic anomaly, had awakened. His scales shimmered with iridescent venom, eyes glowing a fiery green, a being forged not just for destruction, but for domination of both Earth and the galaxy. Nebula Man knew he had seconds. Energy flares erupted as serpent minions, fast and cunning, surged from the shadows. He countered with hyperspace charge strikes, each punch radiating waves that shattered metal and stone. But for every minion destroyed, two more emerged, adapting faster than he could anticipate. Above, the sky twisted into a vortex as the Serpent Son tested his powers. Gravity-bending coils shot toward the city, tearing through buildings and streets. Nebula Man launched into the storm, weaving between skyscrapers, his energy wings flaring. The clash was immediate, violent, and cinematic. Cosmic energy colliding with serpentine force, shaking the very foundations of Neo-Galaxis. Mid-battle, Nebula Man realized brute force alone wouldn't win. He needed strategy. Using the city's infrastructure, he triggered magnetic resonance fields to slow the Serpent Son's coils, creating openings for precision strikes. Minion after minion fell, the Serpent Son's anger growing. His roar echoed like a cosmic predator, shaking both buildings and the hearts of every survivor. The first act of chaos ended with Nebula Man standing atop the highest tower, city in partial ruin, but the Serpent Son retreating into the shadows, leaving a trail of venomous energy and shattered streets. Nebula Man's emblem pulsed with warning. This battle had only begun. The Serpent Overlord had returned, and humanity's champion had no time to rest. The dawn over Neo-Galaxis was unlike any other. Smoke and debris filled the horizon, remnants of last night's chaos. Nebula Man hovered above the city, wings of cosmic energy flaring faintly as he scanned for the Serpent Son. The alien-human hybrid had vanished, leaving behind destruction and the lingering threat of something far greater than minions or serpentine coils. In the shadowed alleys, whispers of panic spread. Citizens described a figure, tall and radiant, with scales shimmering like molten metal, moving faster than eyes could track. Reports reached Nebula Man through the city's surveillance network. Multiple points of energy disruption, small tremors, and strange gravitational anomalies. Each anomaly was a clue, a breadcrumb leading him to the Serpent Overlord's hidden lair. Nebula Man descended into the lower districts, streets cracked and buildings half collapsed. He had anticipated the minions' resurgence. As expected, the first wave of hybrid serpent soldiers emerged from the wreckage. These creatures were no ordinary minions. Half human, half alien ant-like in structure, they were adaptive, cunning, and lethal, each one capable of manipulating small energy blasts, creating distractions, and coordinating attacks telepathically. The fight began with a barrage of energy strikes, Nebula Man weaving between collapsing buildings and exploding debris. Each blow sent ripples through the air, and every block of rubble became a weapon. The minions tried to flank him, but Nebula Man anticipated their moves, creating localized gravity fields to pin them temporarily, giving him a strategic advantage. Above, the Serpent Son watched, his massive form blending shadows in neon light. He was more than just a villain. He was a predator studying its prey. With a flick of his wrist, gravity waves radiated outward, toppling streetcars and sending vehicles into the air like toys. Nebula Man countered with hyperspace bursts, phasing through gravity distortions while striking at minions. But the Serpent Son's influence over the city infrastructure made every step a calculated hazard. Nebula Man realized he couldn't fight each minion individually. He needed to disrupt the network, the hive mind control that allowed the minions to operate in perfect coordination. Scanning for energy signatures, he located the central nexus embedded in the old city core, a pulsating crystal buried beneath ruins, radiating both psychic and energy signals. Destroying it would sever the minions' coordination. Reaching the nexus, however, was no simple task. A serpentine storm erupted, a twisting mass of coils, spikes, and energy tendrils. Nebula Man darted through the storm, deflecting energy with cosmic shields, using debris as cover while calculating trajectories. The minions adapted to his attacks faster than ever, forcing him to continuously alter strategy. It was a dance of precision, reflex, and cosmic power. Meanwhile, the Serpent Son emerged from the shadows, massive and intimidating. His eyes glowed like twin suns, and his voice echoed through the city. You cannot stop evolution. Nebula Man humanity is mine to remake. Nebula Man answered with a controlled roar, unleashing a burst of concentrated cosmic energy. It collided with the Serpent Son's coils, sending shockwaves through both streets and sky. Buildings trembled, and the streets cracked under the sheer force. But the Serpent Son had evolved. Every strike Nebula Man made was analyzed, predicted, and countered. Realizing brute force alone would not suffice, Nebula Man altered his approach. He channeled his cosmic power into the city's metal structures, turning debris into a strategic weapon. Streetlights became energy conduits. Metal beams twisted into temporary shields and battering rams, and abandoned vehicles acted as projectiles against the minions. Each move was calculated to divide and disorient the swarm, creating openings for precision strikes at key energy nodes. The battle escalated to the city's central plaza. The Serpent Son unleashed a massive energy coil, striking the plaza and sending debris flying in all directions. Nebula Man reacted with hyperspace displacement, phasing through the blast while simultaneously striking at the nexus. Sparks, smoke, and cosmic energy lit the area like a supernova, a cinematic display of destruction and heroism. Minions swarmed from every direction, but Nebula Man identified patterns. The nexus pulsed rhythmically, and each pulse amplified the minions' coordination. Timing his strikes with precision, he shattered sections of the nexus, causing temporary disarray in the minion ranks. The Serpent Son roared in fury, his massive coils writhing as he absorbed the energy from the city to heal the nexus. Nebula Man realized the fight was as much about strategy and intelligence as power. Using his cosmic awareness, he created a mirror energy field, reflecting part of the Serpent Son's energy back into the nexus. The minions faltered, their psychic link disrupted. Nebula Man then struck directly, using a hypercharged strike, shattering the remaining nexus into fragments. The minions staggered, confused, and leaderless. The Serpent Son recoiled, momentarily vulnerable. Nebula Man hovered above, wings flaring, preparing for a decisive strike. But before he could act, the Serpent Son vanished into a dimensionally fractured portal, leaving behind only a hiss of venomous energy and shattered streets. The city lay in ruins, but Nebula Man had achieved a critical tactical victory. The minions were scattered and the nexus destroyed. Yet the victory was bittersweet. Nebula Man gazed at the glowing fragments of the city, knowing the Serpent Son was regrouping, evolving into a greater threat. Humanity was safe for now, but the true battle was only beginning. He activated a cosmic beacon, signaling to allies and preparing for the next confrontation. The Serpent Overlord had plans that spanned not just Neo-Galaxis, but the galaxy beyond. And Nebula Man would be there, waiting, ready to confront the next evolution of terror. The citizens began to emerge from the rubble, awestruck and terrified, witnessing a hero who could stand against cosmic threats. Nebula Man hovered above, emblem glowing, a silent sentinel. The night had ended, but the war was far from over. Neo-Galaxis lay in partial ruin, but the city's devastation was only the beginning. Far above the atmosphere, Nebula Man soared through the remnants of a shattered moon, chasing the Serpent Son, who had escaped into the cosmic rift beyond the galaxy. The vortex itself twisted reality. Gravity shifted, light bent unnaturally, and cosmic energy pulsed in chaotic waves. This was no longer a city fight. This was a galaxy-level battle, where every strike could ripple across star systems. The Serpent Son had grown stronger. His scales now shimmered with interstellar energy, absorbing cosmic radiation from nearby stars. Nebula Man could feel the sheer power radiating from him, a mix of alien evolution and engineered cosmic mutation. The minions had reassembled in spaceborne swarms, each hybrid ant-like soldier now infused with stellar energy, capable of firing lethal beams that could tear apart asteroids. Nebula Man assessed the battlefield. Debris from destroyed moons, abandoned satellites, and cosmic wreckage floated in chaotic orbits. The Serpent Son unleashed a massive gravity wave, drawing the debris into spinning, lethal funnels. Nebula Man reacted instantly, forming energy shields around himself, pushing against the waves while simultaneously accelerating toward the Serpent Son. The battle was immediate, violent, and cinematic. Nebula Man's energy wings flared like twin supernovae, cosmic strikes colliding with the Serpent Son's coils, producing shockwaves visible light years away. Each clash sent debris spinning in deadly patterns. The hybrid minions joined, attacking in coordinated waves, but Nebula Man's cosmic awareness allowed him to anticipate their movements. He phase-shifted through multiple energy blasts, striking minions with precision, scattering them like stardust. The Serpent Son's voice echoed across the void. "You cannot control evolution, Nebula Man. The galaxy will bend to my will." Nebula Man's reply was a roar of focused cosmic energy, channeling power not only from his own body, but from nearby stars. He drew photons and gravitational waves into concentrated beams, striking the Serpent Son's armored coils. Each hit fragmented the Serpent Son's energy shields, causing bursts of iridescent light to scatter across the void. The Serpent Son retaliated, summoning stellar serpents, massive energy constructs that twisted through space with lethal precision. Nebula Man engaged them simultaneously, slicing through some with hyperspace blades formed of condensed cosmic energy, while redirecting others into asteroids to neutralize the threat. The choreography of battle was surreal, an interstellar dance of strategy, reflex, and sheer power. But Nebula Man realized brute force alone would not suffice. He needed to strike at the Serpent Son's energy core, hidden within his chest under layers of cosmic armor. The core pulsed with raw energy, the source of the Serpent Son's cosmic adaptability. Reaching it required passing through a maze of energy serpents, gravitational vortices, and minion swarms, all while navigating a void where physics itself seemed unstable. Nebula Man used hypersynchronized cosmic bursts, creating temporary energy pathways through the chaos. Each strike was perfectly timed, each movement calculated. He deflected energy blasts, phased through minions, and used debris as dynamic weapons. The Serpent Son growled, enraged by Nebula Man's persistence. "You are a hero, but heroes die." Finally, Nebula Man reached the core. Gathering all remaining cosmic energy, he launched a concentrated spiral beam, piercing through the Serpent Son's armor and striking the core directly. The impact caused a massive explosion of light and energy, visible across multiple systems. The Serpent Son writhed, his scales cracking under the strain. For a brief moment, Nebula Man hovered, the cosmic winds of the void swirling around him, watching as the hybrid's power faltered. Yet the Serpent Son was not defeated. He expanded into a massive energy form, stretching and warping the space around him, merging with the void itself. Nebula Man realized this was a transcendental evolution. The Serpent Son was no longer merely a hybrid villain. He was becoming a force beyond normal comprehension. Nebula Man did not hesitate. He channeled cosmic energy into a radiant spear, his emblem glowing brighter than a newborn star. With precise aim, he struck the Serpent Son's energy form repeatedly, destabilizing the entity while forcing him to consolidate back into a physical body. The clash sent waves of cosmic light throughout nearby star systems, energy surges that would be remembered as legends. The Serpent Son, weakened but not destroyed, was thrown into a dimensional rift, disappearing into the unknown regions of the galaxy. Nebula Man floated above the remnants of shattered moons and energy debris, exhausted but victorious for now. He knew the battle had escalated beyond anything he had faced before. The Serpent Overlord's plan had only begun. As he descended back toward Neo-Galaxis to regroup, Nebula Man reflected on the encounter. Strategy, adaptability, and courage had been his only weapons against the evolving Serpent Son. But the galaxy would never be the same. Somewhere in the void, the villain was gathering strength, preparing for the next confrontation. Nebula Man's cosmic emblem pulsed softly, a silent reminder to the universe. A guardian remained, watching, waiting, ready for the next battle. Far beyond Neo-Galaxis, in the cold void of uncharted star systems, a transformation was underway. The Serpent Son, expelled from the dimensional rift, had merged with ancient cosmic forces, absorbing dark energy from dying stars and fractured asteroids. His scales shimmered with interstellar power, eyes glowing with the intensity of multiple suns. No longer merely a hybrid villain, he had become a cosmic overlord, commanding both energy and minion legions with newfound intelligence and malevolent purpose. Nebula Man, sensing the disruption across the galaxy, convened with allies from distant systems, cosmic guardians, starborn warriors, and ancient AI constructs. Together, they formed a plan to counter the Serpent Son's evolution, combining technology, cosmic energy, and strategic coordination. The stakes were higher than ever. Failure meant the annihilation of Neo-Galaxis and potentially the entire galaxy. Meanwhile, the Serpent Son had begun constructing a stellar hive, a massive fortress orbiting a dying neutron star. From this hive, he could spawn energy-infused alien ant soldiers, hybrid minions capable of manipulating gravity, firing plasma beams, and communicating through a psychic hive mind network. Nebula Man observed from orbit, analyzing the structure. Its crystalline formations pulsed with energy, shielding the core where the Serpent Son concentrated his cosmic essence. The first wave of assault was launched. Nebula Man darted through orbiting debris, his indigo-purple galaxy suit shimmering under the starlight, energy wings flaring as he intercepted minion squads. The hybrid soldiers were faster, more adaptive than before, capable of anticipating his movements. Each strike from Nebula Man was met with resistance, requiring him to phase through attacks, redirect energy beams, and manipulate gravitational fields to survive. The battle escalated as Nebula Man approached the hive's central crystalline core. Energy beams collided in explosive arcs, lighting up the void with surreal colors: violet, emerald, and molten gold. The Cosmic Guardians provided support, forming protective barriers and energy conduits, allowing Nebula Man to focus on precision strikes. Despite their efforts, the hive mind minions pressed relentlessly, forcing Nebula Man to combine cosmic energy with environmental hazards, twisting asteroids and fragments into impromptu weapons. Then the Serpent Son emerged in full glory, his body stretching and warping through the void. Massive coils wrapped around floating debris, his scales reflecting cosmic light, eyes glowing with intelligence and rage. Nebula Man, he hissed, "You face evolution incarnate. I am the galaxy's destiny, and you cannot stop me." Nebula Man responded with a blast of concentrated cosmic energy, striking one of the Serpent Son's coils, shattering part of the fortress's energy shield. The Serpent Son retaliated by summoning gravity distortions, twisting Nebula Man's flight paths and forcing him into a perilous dance. Asteroids spun around like deadly projectiles. Minions attacked from all angles, and cosmic energy surged chaotically. Realizing brute force alone would not work, Nebula Man shifted tactics. He analyzed the hive's energy patterns, noting fluctuations that revealed weak points in the crystalline structures. Timing his strikes with precision, he targeted energy nodes that, if destroyed, would destabilize the hive-mind connection. The hybrid soldiers faltered as psychic links were disrupted, and Nebula Man seized the opportunity to penetrate the hive's core chamber. Inside, the Serpent Son awaited, larger than before, body pulsing with cosmic energy, scales radiating destructive light. Nebula Man confronted him directly, using both combat and cosmic intellect. Each strike was calculated, using energy reflections and gravitational manipulation to counter the Serpent Son's overwhelming strength. The void became a theater of light and chaos, a cinematic spectacle of hero versus cosmic villain. As the battle reached its peak, Nebula Man unleashed a stellar spear, channeling energy from nearby stars through his body into a single, devastating strike aimed at the Serpent Son's core. The cosmic explosion shattered part of the hive, scattering energy minions and fracturing the Serpent Son's form temporarily. However, the Serpent Son retreated into a dimensional fragment, escaping the blast but leaving behind a trail of unstable energy, signaling his evolution was not yet complete. Nebula Man hovered above the shattered hive, catching his breath. The allies regrouped, repairing shields and tending to injured cosmic warriors. The galaxy had been shaken to its core, and Neo-Galaxis was still at risk. He knew the final confrontation was approaching. The Serpent Son's full power would emerge, and only a combination of strategy, courage, and ultimate cosmic strength could hope to defeat him. As Nebula Man looked across the shattered starscape, he saw the glimmer of new threats forming. Dark energies coalesced into forms that hinted at even more dangerous minions, and the Serpent Son's influence was spreading across systems. The battle was far from over. Neo-Galaxis trembled under the shadow of impending annihilation. Far beyond the city, above the shattered moons and orbiting debris, the Serpent Son had fully merged with the ancient cosmic forces. His form now radiated with blinding interstellar energy, scales glinting like molten stars, and coils writhing with unstoppable power. The energy-infused hybrid minions filled the void, each capable of destroying entire space stations with a single strike. Nebula Man soared through the chaos, indigo-purple galaxy, suit glimmering, spiral emblem blazing like a beacon of hope. His cosmic wings left streaks of energy that pierced the darkness of space, and his eyes glowed with determination. The stakes were higher than ever. This was no longer just a battle for a city or a planet, but for the entire galaxy. The Serpent Son's voice reverberated through the void. "You cannot stop me, Nebula Man. The galaxy will bow before my evolution." Without hesitation, Nebula Man engaged. Cosmic energy clashed against serpentine coils in a spectacle of light and destruction, each strike sending shockwaves across star systems. Nebula Man's strategy was now fully integrated with cosmic forces, gravitational manipulation, stellar energy absorption, and hyperspace displacement, allowing him to anticipate and counter the Serpent Son's attacks. The first wave of energy-infused minions surged. Nebula Man sliced through them with hyperspace blades, deflecting plasma beams with shimmering energy shields. Each move was precise, calculated, and fluid, reminiscent of a dance across the stars. The minions adapted rapidly, but Nebula Man anticipated their evolution, using debris and cosmic phenomena as weapons. Asteroids became shields, comets became projectiles, and cosmic winds were manipulated to destabilize enemy formations. The Serpent Son attacked directly, unleashing a massive gravity vortex, pulling debris, minions, and even Nebula Man himself into a spinning maelstrom. Nebula Man countered by phasing through gravity waves, redirecting the vortex into the Serpent Son's own coils, destabilizing his armor and exposing weak points. Energy explosions illuminated the void like a galactic fireworks display, casting dynamic shadows across floating wreckage. Realizing the Serpent Son's core was the true source of his power, Nebula Man focused on a precision strike. He gathered energy from nearby stars, forming a stellar lance of condensed cosmic force. Flying at supersonic speed, he pierced through the Serpent Son's defensive coils, striking the energy core directly. The impact caused a cataclysmic explosion of light, fragmenting energy waves that rippled through the void, scattering minions and shattering the stellar hive. The Serpent Son screamed, energy surging uncontrollably as he attempted to absorb the blast. Nebula Man, anticipating this, phased at hyperspeed, striking repeatedly at the weakening core while simultaneously dispersing the minion swarm with concentrated energy pulses. Each strike chipped away at the cosmic armor, until finally, the Serpent Son's form began to destabilize, his scales cracking and his massive coils unraveling. In a last desperate attempt, the Serpent Son tried to escape into a dimensional rift, hoping to regenerate and return stronger. Nebula Man, summoning all remaining cosmic energy, formed a containment field around the rift, preventing escape. Channeling energy into a final, concentrated strike, he shattered the rift and the Serpent Son's unstable form, leaving only fragments of energy scattering across space. The galaxy fell silent. The hybrid minions, disconnected from their leader, collapsed, their energy dissipating harmlessly. Nebula Man hovered amidst the debris, wings flaring, emblem blazing. He had done it. The Serpent Overlord had been defeated, his reign of terror ended. Returning to Neo-Galaxis, Nebula Man witnessed the citizens emerging from ruins, awestruck and grateful. The hero had not only saved a city, but defended the entire galaxy from annihilation. Cosmic allies rallied around him, repairing what could be saved, ensuring that hope would endure even in the aftermath of chaos. As Nebula Man hovered above the horizon, he reflected on the journey. Battles had been fought, strategies executed, sacrifices made. But the universe was vast, and though the Serpent Son was gone, other cosmic threats would arise. Humanity had a guardian, vigilant and unyielding, ready to face whatever darkness emerged from the stars. The final scene was cinematic, Nebula Man's emblem pulsing against a backdrop of reconstructed Neo-Galaxis, stars sparkling across the repaired void, and distant planets glowing with life. The galaxy was safe for now. Yet the legend of Nebula Man versus the Reforged Serpent Son would echo across star systems, a testament to courage, strategy, and cosmic heroism.